If you remember on the first day when we were working with names, we did some data validation. That is, we checked to make sure only certain values were in those cells. We first select which cells we want to validate. We then go to Data, Data Tools, Data Validation. If we look on there, right now it says any value will work for that cell. There are some certain types of things that are already preset, but we will use custom for our purposes. We want to write a true or false statement as to whether A1 is text or not. This function examines cell A1 to see if it is text. If it is, it returns a true, else it returns a false. We can set other tabs in data validation as well. If I click on the input message, we can write a message. When the cell is selected, we may have it input text only text in this cell. Likewise, we can write an error message. We have the options of stopping them from entering the data, or just warning them, or just saying this is information only. I've chosen to yell at them by saying text only text in this cell, and I will stop you if you don't put text in it. Notice as we hover over another cell, then the text message occurs. Text only, input only text in this cell. What if I put in a number, 1, 2, 3, it says only text in this cell? Well, okay, I'll retry. I put Z, 1, 2, 3, and it works just fine because that is text. You say, great, now I can enforce what I want in a cell, and I won't have anybody messing up my spreadsheet. Unfortunately, Microsoft's security is lacking. For example, I could come over here and type 1, 2, 3, 4, copy that cell, and paste it here without any problem. What happened? It overwrote the underlying data validation. If I delete it and put in another number, it's fine because that data validation no longer applies to A6 in this case. So you say, well, I'll just lock the rest of the cells in this worksheet and only open those cells I want them to input. Well, they'll just go to another worksheet, put in a number, copy, come over and paste it. Well, you get rid of all the other worksheets in the workbook. They can still open up another Excel spreadsheet, put in a number, and come copy and paste it. So we are not secure. I hope they fix that in the future. However, it can still be very helpful. A lot of people don't know you can get around it. Let's try some additional data validation on the next worksheet. Here, each cell highlighted will accept a value only if it's larger than the previous cell. Note, I did not include A1 as the previous cell is something that we don't understand. But let's go ahead and create the rule. I'm going to have a custom rule, and that is that A2 is greater than A1. Notice this is applied to cell A2. Let's say OK. Now, if I come here and I type in 155, I get an error message. But if I type 156, it works just fine. However, notice I can type a 1 down here and then come back here and type a 200, and it doesn't matter. It only makes a difference as you enter the number. It is a data entry validation rule. Let's move to the next sheet. Here we would like the cells highlighted to be unique. That is, there cannot be another cell with the same content. Let's write that rule. I'm going to highlight the full range, and note I need to make that absolute by hitting the F4 key so that it won't change as I go down to the other cells. And I'm comparing it to the highlighted cell, which is A1. Okay. Now let's come to one of the cells and try to enter a 5. No, it won't let me do that. What if I put a 6? That's fine. Let's put a 7 in there. Maybe let's put a 7 in here as well. Nope, I can't do that. But I can put something else like a word, bat. That's fine. As long as the cells aren't the same, then it's okay.